We just came back from the adventurous camping experience from I Skoven. This video we will do the reviews and we will touch on 5 points. First, we will share with you the route to I Skoven. Second, we will share with you the facilities in this campsite. Third, we will share with you the reminding you guys as a campers the important things, what you need to do and not to do when in this campsite. The fourth one, we will share about our thoughts and feelings. And the fifth one, the last but not least, we will share with you guys what things we learned throughout this camping experience adventures. Hi everybody, thank you for tuning in SnowMakerTV. My name is Snow.
I'm Beatrice. We went to I Skoven on the 8th of November. It was a Monday because we wanted to avoid the crowd. And we were able to stay a night there because in our first camping experience, we pitched our tent very near to the river stream. And in the middle of the night, we experienced the upstream water rush phenomenon. In Bahasa, it is called kepala air. So we were required to pack up our stuff and leave the campsite. But overall, it was a thrill and memorable first camping experience. If you guys haven't watched our first episode, please check out the link above. So this second time camping, we chose to be as in the forest because I Skoven itself in Danish, it means in the forest, a distance away from the river stream based on our first camp experience. So this round, we wanted to have the experience of, at the campsite to be surrounded by the trees, the forest, of course with the insects and monkeys.
First review is route. So basically route is pretty straightforward. I will use KLCC as a landmark, as a central point to I Skoven. You need approximately around 58 minutes. So basically I Skoven located at Uluyam and is very near to Serenda. If you're driving down the road, right, you will only see one lane tar road, and if you're able to see the mud road, right, from mud road to I Skoven approximately around 1.5 km.
Of course, it's our first time driving there. So when we saw there are few tents pitching at the roadside, we thought that it was I Skoven and it is very public and open. Then only we realized we were actually at the wrong site. It is called the Abah Legacy Sendat Camp. So you need to actually drive further in until you see a small signboard saying I Skoven pointing to the campsite.
You may want to ask what type of car is suitable to go to I Skoven. Not to worry, 4x4 obviously is very easy to drive into I Skoven. If you're driving a sedan car, also no problem. Or maybe if you actually modify your sedan car into a lower, like a sports car, you may need to drive slow. And of course, the parking areas are pretty small, limited parking space. When you arrive I Skoven parking area, the parking space are pretty limited. What I like about I Skoven management, they will only allow you to check in by 2 p.m. And also the existing campers will need to check out by 12 o'clock. The reasons why, because they want their workers to clean up everything before you were able to actually check in. Simply because the parking space is limited, the management is arranged in such a way that you need to check out by 12 o'clock and those new campers coming in check in by 2 p.m. so that the limited parking space will have a tolerance of allowing you guys to actually park your car there.
After you have parked your car, you can see a very big sign, I Skoven, up the hill, and then there's a pretty long bridge on top of the river on your left side. And before this, we have checked out some YouTube videos and reviews on this campsite.
Yep.
So it is advisable best is to bring a wagon because you'll have to carry all the camping tools and equipments and cross the bridge to the camping ground. But unfortunately, we were not able to purchase a wagon on time for our camping. So we brought our own industrial-sized trolley, and it was pretty tough for us to push through the bridge.
Yes, indeed, it was tough for us to push or even pull the trolley across the bridge and reach our campsite, simply because we actually pack our things like equipment, food, and tools into this box, and this box looks like this. And also, the box, I believe, is weight around 15 kg, which is so heavy for us to push to our campsite. I believe the management side, right, they built the bridge in such a way that they actually built the wood in between blocks, in between distance. The reasons why, because I believe they want to prevent the campers from slip and fall when they're crossing the bridge. First obstacles, we managed to cross the bridge and we put down all the things and we walk around the campsite in I Skoven to check out the place, and we actually want to find out which best campsite for us to set up our tent. We decided to have it in this area, and I will show you the map on the screen. Once again, we need to carry and push our things across this route, as you all can see on the map, to our campsite. It was tough due to uneven ground with grass, soft mud. Imagine if raining on that day, and I believe the mud will be more softer and also a bit hilly, and many roads to go through from this area after the bridge to this our campsite. We really hope the owner of I Skoven is able to do a simple tar track for the campers to push their wagon, trolley, or anything else. It helps the campers to have a more enjoyable experience when transporting the things. If you are carrying just a backpack, they will solve all the hazards and problems.
We talk about the facilities in I Skoven, like the washing and showering area and toilet. I would say it's a very basic setup and it is very clean, and the water pressure also very high for you to enjoy washing and showering. And very kind, the owner of I Skoven, they have actually prepared the washing soap at the sink and a very big dustbin at the wash area for you to dump all your rubbish inside. But the phone signal is very low at this campsite. It's only in my phone about 1 bar. So I would say it is very suitable for you to have a good getaway from your busy schedule, busy life, to actually have a phone detox, disengaging with all the gadgets and technologies, but just to enjoy the full nature of the camping ground.
But don't worry, because of the phone signals is quite low, but you're still able to receive and send messages to your friends and family.
On the campfire site, there's a designated fire pit area for you to set up your campfire there, just a few distance away from our tent, because our tent, we actually choose it in between the bamboos separation. Unless you have a proper fire stove, then you can actually set the campfire just right in front of your tent.
Once they arrive at I Skoven campsite, we step our foot on the ground. First thing, we felt so calm and so surprised. Of course, the place is so harmony and so nature, because of the I Skoven is a place of deep forest. And of course, we realized that the management actually arranged caretaker at night to make sure the campers is safe when they are having their camping experience there. Secondly, we felt so safe is because they actually installed the gate after the parking area, and before the bridge they actually set up 2 gates on the campsite. So they will lock the gate. If I'm not mistaken, it's at 10 p.m. they will lock the gate. So we felt very safe and we enjoyed the moment at the campsite. Of course, the site that we decided to settle down, which is so near to the riverside. If I'm not mistaken, it's around 30 steps. Around 30 steps, you will enjoy the moment at the riverside.
I like the bamboo separation of each tent at the campground that we have chosen. It is very authentic, and then also enhance the deep forest and those jungle feeling. And of course, this time is the first time experience for us to actually make and also drink coffee at the river Sendat, and then it was very soothing, calming, and also amazing because we can soak our legs inside the water flow and then just enjoying a cup of coffee, you know, under the shades, covered up, and also putting our legs into the water. It felt so good and beautiful.
Yeah, of course, the nature, the naturals and the nature sounds is so perfect and so harmony. Like someone, it's not indirectly, it's not the musical type of sound, but of course the sound of insects and the sound of in the deep forest. So you can actually, what we do, we close our eyes and really calm ourselves and really indirectly we are charging our energies from way out from the city.
This campsite is suitable for family, group of friends, or perfect for retreats, and also even if you're coming as a couple or solo campers. If you're coming as a family, you can actually choose the area right near to the entrance and at the river stream, so if children, kids, they can actually play the water, and then they have actually provided a huge space that family members can chill out there. But if you prefer more secured, more privacy and secluded area, you can actually go deeper inside, which is actually the campground where we pitch our tent, so that you can have spend a very private time with nature and with your loved ones.
Yeah.
A quick sharing, because the toilet is pretty dark, so you just ensure that you bring extra lights when you're going to the toilets.
And of course, the management actually fix solar lights above the buildings of the toilet. So I think when the night set in, if someone or if there's a motions passing by the lights, right, the lights will be brighter. Of course, the lights is always on while at night, just that when there's a motion, the lights will be brighter outside the toilet.
And ladies, remember to cover yourself with mosquito repellent before you enter the campground, because there are a lot of mosquitoes as it is deep in the forest. So just make sure that you bring enough repellents and get yourself protected. But the camp takers actually burn some smokes, and it helps to get rid of the mosquitoes. Or you can actually bring some egg trays to burn it to chase the mosquitoes away.
Yes, indeed. And when we are having our experience in I Skoven's camping experience, what we saw is monkeys. So for us to advise you guys, if you guys going to I Skoven, especially your things, or as most important maybe your food, keep inside the box and lock it. If your box come with the lock, just lock it, just in case the monkeys will take something from you.
And remember to bring extra clothes, because you'll be enjoying playing with the water. And of course, remember to plan your trips and pack up your things in a backpack or in a wagon, because you have to push through the bridge.
What I learned from this camping experience in I Skoven, I would describe a word: patience. What happened is our first experience, we couldn't set the fire well, but of course this second trip to I Skoven, we managed to able to set up the campfire, I would say pretty okay. So patience is all about patience, because all this while I've been setting fire using a charcoal, but this time round we are using the woods. So woods basically is so different from charcoal. Woods, you really have to spend a little bit more time to maybe for 1 or 2 minutes, then you blow the fire will be getting wilder and the woods would penetrate by the fire. Then you will have a nice, perfect campfire.
My main task in camping is to prepare the food and to cook. So every time I would actually think of the new and nice dishes to prepare. So I will learn new recipes. And I think this camping experience, the second time, what I learned is about focus on the simple and essential stuff. It's like we have the basic tent for us to sleep in, and then we have the food, and then we have the campfire, the woods, and it's actually to get the fire to cook a meal. So getting rid of all the gadgets and technologies from us, and truly just enjoy the simple and essential stuff in life, but we can be very happy and enjoyable. So happiness is about simple things.
Yes, hope this review will help you and also will give you guys some informations so that when you guys go to camping site, especially in I Skoven, these are the few ideas and tips for you guys. So once again, thanks for tuning in SnowMaker TV. Please do subscribe if you haven't do. Once again, thank you so much. See you guys.
See you.